wants to heal all the toxic self. Ring the bell of our ancestors where it's felt. Passing through the gates where we are taken to a higher realm. So no one wants to hear all that toxic self. Ring the bell of our ancestors where it's felt. Passing through the gates where we are taken to a higher realm. So no one wants to hear all that toxic self. Ring the bell of our ancestors where it's felt.
Acá, Barhab, we're back. Bienvenido. ¿Cómo no? Venida. Saludos, mi amor. Yo soy Mahat. Saludos. I'm testing the audio. Let me see. There's a little delay on Facebook, so I'm just waiting to see how my audio sounds. I move my microphone a little closer to it. Listen. It's a little low, so let me make the right adjustment to this audio. Let's see what we have here. Okay. How's that? 1, 2, 1, 2. How's that? See. Just checking out the audio, folks. Raul back. Wepa kenepa. Yeah. Just had to make an adjustment to the Yes, bueno. There you go. Had to switch the microphone around. Beautiful. This message is also for you, Benita, Alex, and Maat. If anybody tries to contact me, that 716 number right now is unoperable for the reason why I'll tell you, my granddaughter, she destroyed my phone. So I do have an alternative phone number, and I did email you, Alex. And just give me a couple of days. I'm gonna have to go out there and give me another phone. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, I'm having this thing with electronics. It's like, you know, around me. I mean, my TV is messing up. My iPad is messing up. My phone destroyed my granddaughter. My laptop. You know what happened to my laptop? You know what I'm saying? So you know, I'm getting it together. A lot of times, I guess it's just resetting my electronics. You know what I'm saying? Getting that done. Yeah, I mean, we live in the world of electronics and stuff like that. So, you know, just trying to get it together, you know. So I'm glad to see everybody here. Benita, bienvenido. Alex, always, you know what I'm saying? And I'm doing another recording for Alex. You initiated. So I'm going to do another recording. Very interesting. And so, yeah, you know, and if you go to Facebook, Mahasa Shak, she was also in the Sons of the Green Light, I believe. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, she's learned about that mystical life. Mercury retrograde. I drive my, is that what it is? Wow. Wow. I didn't have insurance. My phone's gonna cost me about a thousand. Yeah. Yeah, Benita. But in order for me to get that deal, a very nice phone too, I have to switch over from I have Metro now. I got the four phones family plan. So they said a Spectrum could honor that, and I have to switch over to Metro. So it'd probably be another $50 a month to pay for that phone because I got credit. So your car broke down. Oh my God. Yeah, Benita, you're going through it. Me too. I'm going through it also. Anybody that's going through it also, again, you know what I'm saying? We have to, we have to take a step back, breathe, and be like, okay, like everybody tells me, let the world fall around you. The hell with it. No, I have not tried AT&T, but I'm looking for that deal, and I'm looking for that for the phone. That's gonna be nice. But yeah, everything on falls around you, man. The hell with it, man. Forget about it. You know, I got family members like that. I mean, my son, one of my sons is like that. Anything could fall. I mean, the world could be ending, and he's like nothing. Eh, eh. I got family members like that. Yeah, and that's I learned from that, and and that's the way of the mystics, also, learning how to balance yourself. Hold on one second. Yeah, my granddaughter's tearing things about. She's 3 years old. She's like a hefty girl. I mean, she's powerful. She's breaking things around my house, Mo. I just was told right now that she broke the table. And I'm like, it's probably that other table. Yeah, this girl, man. What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Get rid of it. Buy another table. I don't know. Get rid of it. Yeah, I'm not gonna let all those things. Also, yes, we all learning, Benita. Also, that thing about micromanaging people. Nah, nah. I don't want it. I don't feel that. I don't know. I don't feel that anymore. That I have to micromanage anybody anymore. I got. I just don't feel that no more. Again, a mystic life is you can have family and still be a mystic, but you have to learn how to distance yourself and deal with that. But you don't have to micromanage them. What I'm saying? You just guide them, just like they're part of humanity also, and that's family. So I also, I said, hey, what's up, dog? What's going on, mi hermano? Peace, peace, peace. Yeah, I got my loved ones here, and that's great to know that. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanna I just wanted to touch on a few things because I did try to do a, a, a podcast on my alternative phone. You know what I'm saying? And it's a cheap phone. It's one of the phones that they give you, for free. So I got that phone, as a backup. And as a matter of fact, that's the phone that I have used. That girl's going wild. I gotta stop the sugar. I tell them stop the sugar. Don't give her no more sugar. But she's a big girl. She's a wild girl. So the alternative phone. I tried to do a podcast out when I was walking out there. I'm sorry for the noise background. I'm sorry. So out there, and it didn't work. You know what I'm saying? It was lagging a lot, and I had little issues. So I said, let me come on here. And what I spoke about, I was looking at the YouTube, and I was looking at some of the the podcasts and the discussions. And then last night I came up upon a discussion about the meta nutter. And I wrote down medu, madat, right? Words, right? And then natir, nataru. You know what I'm saying? In the Sabiic and in Wapi. This is what I want to say. And I have affinity for my people, and I have affinity for brothers and stuff like that. But I just cannot. Yeah, gotta love the baby, Benitas. Get Benita, gotta love the baby. I just can't deal with all that too much doctrine. I spend a lot of time with that doctrine when I first came into the Ansar law, I was told, hey, that books are just to bring you here, but the real knowledge you're gonna get is from experience and experimentation, experience, and from mouth to ear. You know what I'm saying? And so that's how I prefer. Now I do read books. I do read books, and sometimes it's a good for relaxation. I can sit back and read. I love to read books. You know what I'm saying? For sit down to relax and gain some knowledge of certain things, right? But I kind of like lean more to my experiences and things that I can experiment with. You know what I'm saying? Because you could speak about the books and doctrine and all, you're gonna sound heavy, heavy. Your heart gonna become heavy. I want to be light. You know what I'm saying? I just want to connect with people, connect with humanity, connect with source, just connect and discuss things that are going to be beneficial for us. You know what I'm saying? Beneficials for ourselves and our families, our community and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I feel that a lot of these doctrines that are out there are not beneficial. I mean, we've gone through that. You see, if you want to speak about Noble Drew Ali, he experienced certain things. He experimented with certain conditions. And so he laid a path. But then a lot of historians who write stories, a lot of writers and all started writing about his experience. But write about your experiences. I'm writing a book about the sacred hip hop is who we are, and about the experience that growing up that I experimented with, observed, and reasoned out a lot of things about hip hop. That subculture, that condition that we were able to manifest, and I spoke about that, and I'll get to that in a minute. So the meta nectar, also known to a lot of the Greeks as hieroglyphics. Hiero meaning, again, hieroglyphics, hiero sacred, hiero meaning what? Hiero is the sun, halo, hiero, sun, or the glyphs, right? That the solo people, their observation, their experiences, and that was put in, again, in an artwork. It's artistry, art, expression through forms. They were observing animals, they were observing the universe, so they were able to what? They were manifesting their expressions. You know what I'm saying? It developed for decades and thousands of years. This form of art developed for many years. You know what I'm saying? So you see it throughout the Nile Valley. Art that you see also with graffiti was an art that manifest. And there are secrets in graffiti. We're going to speak about that when I write the book, and also on Latin Pain's channel. So hieroglyphics to the Greeks were what they call priestly writings. They held secret because the Greeks were forming what they call fraternities, the sororities, and institutions. Greeks are known for their institutions, their sorority and fraternity. That's the reason why in today's day and time, that was transformed into this civilization when you go into the Greek fraternity, the Alpha, Theta, Alpha, all they use all these Greek fraternities and letters to symbolize symbols, right? So the Greeks, the institution, and so they borrowed, they started to also create institutions, you know what I'm saying, in Greece and on throughout the world. Alexandria was also one of the key emperors that wanted to spread out the Greek civilization through these type of institution and teachings. So they coined it hieroglyphics. But then when you go into the actual into the Nile Valley, you hear the word medunectar, right? And nectar is also Greek. It's natar. Because let me tell you something. To actually know the pronunciations and how this was spoken. If it was spoken, I don't know. I wasn't there. You have to look at the surrounding tribes and the languages. You got to follow linguistics and the languages, what similarity they are. Because when they started studying and they started to compare or to implement certain sounds to certain characters, they lean more to the Coptic languages, the Ge'ez, the Sabiic, the Ge'ez, you know what I'm saying, and those Nubia languages, Kushite languages and stuff. They lean more towards that in order to put these pronunciations into these glyphs. So, you know, when you go back and you do study linguistics, you say, well, there's a similarity here between all these languages that's in the same area. So then we can conclude through reasoning that this is the pronunciation, this is the way it was pronounced, you know, it was spoken. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. Lot of scholars, people study this type of writing, this pronunciation, but they never spend time with those tribes. I think if indeed she did spend time out there, I'm not sure. But I know that Panabayanan and Dr. York spent time. He even married. He married. Okay, Solo, man, what's up? You about to go on? Well, I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm not gonna say too long. I'll wrap it up, and I want to come on, brother, support you. I miss you, my good brother K Solo, man. K Solo. So he married into the Sunusi tribe. The Sunusi tribe were a tribe in Sudan. There's a lot of tribes in Sudan, many tribes in Sudan that held secrets, that migrations and oral traditions that go back into this area. We're talking about the Nile Valley. You know, not only Kemet was more what the Greeks and Assyrians, more of the Mesopotamia tribes had access to Kemet, right? Through the Delta, they had access to Kemet. But when they went deep into the Nile Valley, like Sudan, and going deep all the way down to Uganda, the access wasn't always so available for them there. You know what I'm saying? So you had a lot of tribes that traveled down south. Then, of course, you had tribes in the Green South that traveled into the Congo, West Africa, the Dogons, and into the Congo. And you have tribes even to Mali, with a Mande. And you had tribes that went into North Africa. You know what I'm saying? But the North Africa was, again, those tribes, again, had access to Kemet because some of them even became pharaohs. When you look at some of what they call Berbers, I don't call them Berbers, Amazigh people, North African people also were, you know, amalgamated with the Nile, but the upper part, or what they call the lower part, right? And then the upper part will be down Sudan. It's switched. They switched the map on us, you know. So, you know, when you look at these glyphs, it's in dimensions, because if you're like, you go to a gallery, you go to art, and you sit down, you look at a piece of art, it's galleries. You're trying to reason out, what was this artist saying? And it's in dimensions. And then sometimes, you know, with the I know something with these glyphs, a lot of it was meant to be, again, kept secret for the initiative, just like you have them in Borinquen. When you go into those glyphs in the caves of the Tainos, they're meant to keep certain secrets. Initiative goes in there, and there are certain rituals that they partake in to sort of like, again, manifest, open up that part of their brain, right? So that they're able to manifest and able to see this come alive. You know what I'm saying? These glyphs come alive. You know what I'm saying? So also when you deal with the metaneta, you know, and the symbology of the metaneta, you can go into many different tribes. Like, for instance, you go into the Dogons and you see the symbology, the symbols that they have in conjunction. I've studied that, the cosmological teachings of the Dogons and the connection with the higher ancient Nile Valley people. You know what I'm saying? There's some great books on that. So again, I read books, you know, but then again, I never experienced any of that. You know, a brother did invite me to go down to Sudan, but he's marrying, He married a Sudanese. He's marrying a Sudanese woman because he's like his father. He wants to, marry into, what I'm saying, these tribes, which is important. You know what I'm saying, and maybe for the future, definitely. You know what I'm saying, you know, um, it's all about genetics, and so that's what I wanted to say. And another thing I wanted to say that a lot of these, you see, we have this gene, this information that was implanted in us. Call it genetic engineering. And that's that particular implant which alludes you to, again, religion, alludes you to pantheism first and then religion. Because the higher science, right, knowing about connecting to the source, the sun, to the star, knowing about the super advanced technology, it was, a conflict. And I'm gonna go really deep into that, because when you say the conflict, what was the third party? And I want to investigate that just to know certain things. But this all happened in ancient time, because again, when you read a lot of the ancient texts, they talk about solar people. When you go into India, or you go into the Nile Valley, or you go into the Congo Basin, talk about these people called solar people that have power of the solar. Solar is nuclear. You know what I'm saying? So they had this power, but then you had in order to keep people away, just like they use religion today, in order to keep you from connected to certain powers, I gotta dumb you down. I'm sorry to say that. I gotta dumb you. I have to deceive your mind with illusions, with lies. I gotta tell you story that deals with a lot of grief and guilt. When you go into the Bible, you look at the stories, you see a lot of grief and guilt. I'm sorry, and guilt. So you see this, you know what I'm saying? And these stories, that led into pantheism. A lot of that stuff was starting also in Kemet, not so much in Nile Valley, but in the Congo Basin, in the Green Sahara, because it was, again, a super advanced scientific civilization, people that had, like today, peace, my brother Tori, today, like they're in NASA or MIT, you have scientists that are invested in, in order to keep the public away from this power, what do? They put out this deceptive, a narratives out there. And so everybody get caught up in this narrative, but not looking at the true source of it and not looking at the true picture. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I wanted to say, that not, you know what I'm saying? Religion has taken a different form. It's good because it teaches, morals and ethics and stuff like that. And yes, I know that's very, very important. But at the same time, it hinders you from actually connecting with the source. And sometimes, you don't need these pinky in the brain mentality. It's painful, yes. You don't need these pinky in the brain personalities getting a hold of this advanced technology. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna become a a detrimental act. They're going to use it for the wrong things, and that's what happened. There was a conflict, and then a nuclear holocaust was set off. That's the reason why when you look at the desert sand, what is sand but glass? And so you look at, there you can put the pieces together and stuff like that. But these are ancient stories that we can go over. COVID-19, yes, the COVID covert ID 19, the beginning and the end. Yes, my brother. You probably, it's flu season. So it's flu season, and this virus is there. They named it COVID-19. This particular virus, it's out there, and so much, blessings to you. Get well, get your immune system up, because it attacks your immune system. Ever since they said I had COVID. Ever since I got it, I got a lot of pain, a lot of headaches. in my body. So it does deplete certain. It makes you tired. You're gonna feel tired a lot. Headaches. Your body. You're gonna lose a lot. So you gotta revel that up. Get maca, but be careful with the maca. Get things that are gonna revel up your immune, and get that CMOS. You know what I'm saying? I'll send you, Tori. I'll send you the site of great CMOS you can get and order it and start making a CMOS, man, and start drinking CMOS because the immune. It's just that you may have to get a girlfriend. You want to revel. You might have to get a girlfriend, man. It's gonna make you, yeah. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Responsibility, responsible. You know what I mean? Be responsible with a lot of things. So yeah, again, yeah. So so when we look at a lot of these ancient texts and stories, and you put these pieces together, and you experiment, and you look at the now, because to know, remember, you get rid of the K, is the now. To know is the now. What's happening now in your life? What are you experiencing? What are you experimenting with? We are always experimenting with different things, don't we? Oh, I'm going to try this. I'm going to experiment with this. I'm going to try this. You know what I'm saying? So what is you? And that teaches you some lessons. And then again, your common sense, which is, they say, not so common. Yeah, Benita. Yeah, feel better. Black sea oil is good too. Yeah, there's so many. Let me tell you something. Man, there's so many. And then, reach out to Benita. Like I said, I'm Tori. I'm going to send you the site where you can get the bladder and the CMOS from Jamaica, the purple one, really, really good. And so that's really good food, And then Celtic sea salt, which Alex hit me up to. That's good too. Celtic sea salt. That's seaweed seasoning. You can order that. And you can put it in a bottle of water and let it sit overnight. In the morning, you drink that. Again, get a girlfriend. I take cold showers. Lots of cold showers, man. So, that's all I really want to come out here and let you know that, all this doctrine and stuff, all this doctrine and dogma and stuff like that. I've seen it being the internet. I see it being bombarded. And maybe that just needs to take place, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But here, right now, I'm going to stay away from that. I don't want to give you any of that. I want to give you experiences. I'm living my second curve. So I'm going to give you experiences, experiments. You can go out there and do it yourself. And the common sense, that mental, what they call the mental cognition, mental cognition, common sense. This is a sensing ability when you start dealing with illusions of reality and stuff like that. And it's, you know what I'm saying? And in my other podcast, I mentioned also about, squeezing out from the vacuum, what we call space, and squeezing out, and then making it into a vibration, a visualization, which we call matter. You know what I'm saying? Together, manifesting it with time. You know what I'm saying? A lot like Noble Drew Ali, do some Muhammad, Noble Drew Ali. Man. A lot of the Sufi ancient orders practice this type of, they experiment with this type of manifestation, what we call magic or magic. You know what I'm saying? It's magic to see a baby born, isn't it? Isn't that magic? Isn't that natural nature? Manifesting something right in front of you, and you had a hand in it. Man, yo. Bars. Anyway, all them blessings. I'm gonna go see my brother K Solo here. Also, I think that Sa is on, whatever. I'm just gonna go through these things, and again, if it's gonna deal with doctrine, you're gonna deal with that. I'm just gonna I don't need it because it's gonna get you sick. It gets me sick. I like K Solo because he keeps it real. That's my Boricua brother. Keep it real. Yo, bing, bam, boom, bam. Yo, I'm K Solo. Wiser, stronger. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a big dude. That's the streets. That's real talk. Also, my brother Latin Pain. Well, you know, real life, real spit. You know what I'm saying? Look out Fridays. Like I said, we're gonna go into the series. We want to talk about graffiti. And bro, I'm going to give you some clue of this. Because people think about hip hop, they just think about the music. It's a culture. And culture comes with a language. It comes with a dress. It comes with art, a lot of things. Okay. So anyway, with all that being said, I am, man, all blessings to everyone here. You know, and love you all, man. Ashuk, divine love and caring.